Yo, it's Miss Wanda. Welcome to another episode of the Sweet Podcast. We are in the studio today with a very special guest. I have my co-host here with me, Marc, Joseph.
Wow.
Say hello, Marc.
What's good? What's really good? We here with Niska.
Here go Marc.
Oh, man.
That's
That's me?
voice.
That's my thing?
You know you only do that sexy voice during the intro?
I guess that's just what I do. They gonna have to feel it.
We're in the studio today. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in the past couple of episodes. Thank you, as usual, for the love and the support. We're actually live streaming this podcast for the first time.
Word.
A lot of people are like, can you live stream something? We're like, you know what? We are going to live stream our very first interview style podcast, and we have the beautiful Niska.
Wow.
Hello. I'm going to first start by saying hello to all the fans that are following and to thank you guys. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Marc is excited about this episode.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Marc is excited.
I'm excited.
So,
Word.
Just so you guys know, if you haven't heard of Niska, you don't know who Niska is. Niska is an artist, a rapper, singer-songwriter. She was raised in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, where she attended both primary and secondary school until moving to the U.S. Where did you move to, Miami?
I moved to Fort Lauderdale.
Right here. Fort Lauderdale. Well, yeah, we do have here that you studied at one of the schools. What school? High school here?
I went to high school here in Weston and around here in Plantation. And then I graduated and went to college in New York.
Yeah.
And I got my master's in New York.
Oh, okay.
I did NYU and NYIT.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Because I was going to ask you, did you go to college and finish? And if so, what was your degree on?
Yeah, I went to college first for business. After 2 years, I transferred to architecture. And then right before graduating in architecture, I guess I was afraid to graduate. And I changed my entire career path and did marketing and design. So I have a master's in marketing and design.
So his brain's up there. It's not just spitting. It's some serious.
Yeah, but the heart is music. The heart is music.
That's what I was going to ask you, because that transition.
Yeah.
So that's one of those, growing up, you always knew you were going to do music, or you just kind of liked it. And then eventually you're like, let me not architecture and go into music. How did that work out?
Well, I've always wanted to make music. I think I can go back as far as 14 years old telling my mom I'm going to be a hip-hop artist. Listening to Tupac and Trick Daddy. Those were my first two albums.
And what are moms?
The two opposites. My mom was like, girl, go sleep. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And I told my dad that too. And likewise, he said the same. And at the end of the day, I think with I was just passion. My mom saw it. Since I was 16, I would build a music studio in my room. I'd be writing.
So mom supported you.
But her only deal was, listen, Niska, I had you at 18. I didn't get to finish college. I wanted to be a doctor. I need you to go to college. That means go to college, graduate, and then the world is yours. I will not bother you. So I made sure I went to college and finished. I remember graduating my graduation day, and my mom's sitting in the back, and I just didn't want to be there. And I'm sitting there getting ready to get called on stage. And there's 200 people in front of me. And I text my mom, and I'm like, Mom, you see my name on the list, right? They just said my name. Can we just leave?
Wow.
So I didn't even go up to get my diploma. Honestly, I got there, I sat down. When they make you stand up and change your tassel?
Yeah.
They changed my tassel, said my name, and I walked out.
So you was like, I made that sacrifice for
y'all.
I'm
done.
I did what you
now
wanted.
it's my time right now, right?
Yeah, it was really funny. But I'm proud, honestly. Today now, me and my team, we have a dope creative agency where we do graphic design and marketing, and my vision in music and the way I handle my brand, I don't think I would be able to do that without school. So.
Oh, yeah, because we're definitely getting into that. You know me, I have a lot of branding and marketing questions on how you handle things, so we're definitely going to get into that.
A lot of different things going on. So, what kind of artist are you? You do a lot of different things. So
who is Niska? We kind of did a little quick bio, but tell us, who is Niska?
According to herself, according to Niska.
Man, who am I? I'm like my energies, my album's name, Enèji, it's just however I translate my art. I can wake up one day and just be on a design rampage where I just want to be designing logos and creating. I just love to create, And then at night, I kind of shift into the mode of I need to make music. So the way I like to say is that I design space and time. You understand? So space being my designs and my art, and time being my music. So.
Oh snap!
And this whole thing with music, especially with me, I'm just getting into Haitian music. And I even hate calling it that because I'm like, I feel like we should have another term because do we call Jamaican music Jamaican music?
What's the dance
hall?
and
Like, right.
Nah,
I hate the idea that sometimes we say Haitian music because it's like instead of just maybe saying the genres or something. Because when I first heard of you, and I said, you heard of Niska? And I was like, and it's like, she's a rapper. And it's like, she's a female rapper. And I'm like, well, just a rap. They're like, oh, rap Creole rapper. So now I'm like, when I try to describe it, I'm like, okay, so how do we describe, like, how do you describe yourself? Because I know other Haitian artists that's like, will say like they're this type of artist. Like, no, I'm not. I'm this type of artist. Yeah.
Yeah, how would you describe
this? These labels things, like I just try and rise above that. Like, I started off in English. English is my first tongue. You know what I mean? Like, writing wise, my forte is English. If all my real fans know that, since I'm, I think 17, with my first project, my first mixtapes, my first collabs were all in English, you know? And it's a decision that I took after college to go back and like find my roots and be like, okay, do I want to be that artist that just is living in Miami or living in New York that's grinding and just gonna blow up and carry a Haitian flag on stage? Or am I really gonna go back into the gutter of Haiti and build from nothing? You know, which is the decision I made. It was a huge risk. You know, I have the, how do you say that? I have the opportunities and the brains to be blessed enough to be out in America. Why a lot of people ask why go back, and for me it wasn't go back. It was go in. You know, and I went in and figured out my sound, my voice, what my message was, what was my point of all this like since 17. So like that's almost a decade of work, hours of putting into this stuff, and that's what Haiti helped me do. So if I have to categorize myself, I'd say I'm a hip hop artist because I'm a lyricist, and that's my forte. But I don't think there's a limit. I think we can really do whatever we need to do to get Haiti to the top.
Yeah, exactly.
So with Creole, because your music is all in Creole, so you grew up speaking the language, or you learned and went back like.
Yeah, we had a whole...
Like, is your Creole...
We had a whole
like, your
thing about
record's broken Creole? Like, it's you like, she
legit,
really...
man.
My Creole's real Creole. I'm going to tell you why. It's from being a loner so much growing up, I never had friends in school. So that means I went to an American school, missionary school in Haiti. Big up QCS.
I was going to say, what school? Where's that?
QCS in Haiti on Delma.
Oh, okay.
So it was like a missionary school, and my mom went there too, so she put us there. And I went there, and I never really connected and made friends in there. I more made friends in like the streets where I lived. So I'd go back home and I was the one hanging out with the street kids. You understand? I wasn't from there. I can't say I'm from the ghetto. I can't say any of that. But I connected with them. And they gave me my Creole. Because without them or like the people working at my house that I would question and ask about Haitian culture, which is something that's always, like, how do you say that? Something that's always intrigued me. Exactly. Yeah. And then speaking to them, I got that Creole. And the English comes from, obviously, going to an American school and having an American Haitian mother. So, yeah, that's where the Creole comes from.
Now, you talked about going in. Like you said, you went back to Haiti, but you went in. So I feel like when you say you went in, you went to the hood. You went to the spots that was jumping. Because when I go to Haiti, for real, I go to some spots that... If I told my mom I was up in there, she'd be screaming, crying, telling me to get the hell up out of there. So I know I kind of felt where you were coming from with that energy, right? And I'm like, is that what you did? Did you go to those spots that was just popping downtown, like in Port-au-Prince?
I didn't popping. I went to the worst spots. Like, you don't get it. I moved back to Haiti from living in New York for 7 years. Like, I was completely Americanized.
Yeah.
Like, I was an American.
And you're a girl.
American.
A girl, too.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested in hearing about that. Like, you being out there, like, I guess you say the hoods.
So you went to
and
the
don't
hood
forget
spots.
the racism. You understand? Or the segregation.
I was going to bring that up next. And I'm like, okay, let's see where this goes.
So how did they look at you?
Curly hair,
right.
Light-skinned Haitian girl in the hood.
Yeah, I'm a Timilat. I'm a T-bourgeois.
Right. You go into the hood of the hoods to hear where the stuff is popping at, where the sounds are being created. That's where...
I wouldn't even say it's where the stuff is popping or being created. It's like where the worst of the worst... Okay, so in a country like Haiti, right? These people are living off hope, right?
All right.
So... they don't even have enough money to eat sometimes, but they're still going to save that money to go out and see their favorite artist perform at night, right?
Right.
So if I'm going to be communicating and making music for that kind of people, how am I going to get to their heart and to their soul? Right. Like, it's not like you're here and I'm talking about making money and spending it on a Benz or rolling around with stripper, what it is we speak about in trap music or hip hop. Over there, in order for them to connect with you, it's either you're from the street like them talking about the street, which I can't do because I'm not from the street.
Yeah.
Or you're
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I can't.
Because you could have just,
tried.
talking about trapping.
No.
Dang well, you ain't trapping nothing.
No.
But you wasn't trapping, so you had to connect with them. What did you use to
But
connect
don't forget, my dad was one of the biggest trappers in Haiti.
with? Yeah,
That I didn't know.
Word life.
Yeah, my dad was one of the biggest drug dealers in Haiti. So for me, and growing up in a circle where, one, the upper class is resenting me because of my family's not straight like theirs, and then the lower class doesn't accept you because you don't look like them.
You don't look like
so
them.
I grew up in a middle ground of trying to like find my balance and my connection, and that's for me what helped me be me. You know what I mean? So moving back to Haiti, I go into the ghettos. I didn't go into the ghettos to speak what they're living. I went in the ghettos to understand the way they speak. They don't speak Creole like we do in Pétionville or in the States. You understand? They have a different lingo. They have a different language. They have a different way they move.
Yeah.
I got to understand where their $5 they're making a day is going. How am I going to connect to you and make you not see me for my skin color, but for who I am?
Word.
You know, and that was the hardest part. That was a year of studying. And then from there, my first song was Dabang. And Dabang was in the middle of the politics. It was me speaking politically, like, guys, this is what's going on.
And that's when it was going crazy. That's when like the politics was hot. Like a lot of manifestation, like
crazy
good stuff, right?
politics. Yeah. You know, and what happens is that there were 8 political parties at the top. And I remember I took a phrase and it was like, I took all 8 political parties and made them put them in a verse.
No,
wow.
Because the political parties' names were L'Espoir, l'Union.
Beautiful names, man.
Like Lavalas, Tête Calée. There were so many different
What year was this?
So it's got to be like
2016.
Oh, that was recent.
September 2016.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved to Haiti December of 2015. My
Okay.
first song released was October of 2016.
Oh, snap.
Wow.
So, but during all that time, it was me like understanding. Okay, so how am I gonna get in? First of all, I needed to make a noise. That was my noise. Dabang was my noise. It was like that. Who's this girl?
Yeah, because I
this?
really wonder how was that perceived. Like you touching on and then you naming them. Like how I guess how did your audience take it, and then how did the political world, the parties take it? Because did that like open you up now to like these two different types of people knowing who you are?
Got all eyes on me at that point.
Yeah.
I got the political people, the streets, everybody. I remember starting the verse. I'm like, on jour n'a comprendre que l'est arrivé, li là pour changer vieux mentalité ça. Ça cap relem ti milat. You understand? Like, what little light skinned girl is saying that? It's a reality. Everywhere I go, and they're like, ah, ti milat.
Get out of here. You don't know what you know about this.
Right? But being able to put that in a verse and like communicate it, like, guys, get out of this stupid mentality. Like your flag says the union is your force. Get your heads together already. Like, you're fighting for what?
Yeah.
Like they're making you guys fight each other. Right?
Word for their own benefit. It's word.
I think that's where I mean, God blessed me to be able to see that and find that space that was just like, people need to be reminded of who they are. And that's what the whole album is about. It's just about spiritually, culturally, mentally, visually, what the world sees and what we see, introspectively. Where's your energy coming from? Is it really coming from that negative space they want it to come from? Or are you going to tap into something better and make a change?
Yeah, I think that's a good time
Segue.
to like, transition
Yes, you got right
into
into
the
it.
album.
Right, so we
This
started.
is Marc's favorite part.
Yeah, nah.
Marc's like,
So
when can we start
I gotta
talking
tell
about
you,
the
man.
album?
I've been on this album. I've been listening to this album when it came out.
Thank
You was
Marc.
snapping, nah, for real. Like,
Don't act like that. Like I didn't listen to the album.
I ain't
or
say you
whatever.
didn't listen to the album.
So here's the thing. I listened to the album too, and all the beats was popping, and I was dancing and shaking my head. I don't know what you were saying most of the time. Like the only ones I know your hooks. Like I don't
that's
care
the
what
best part, right?
The hooks is what I know. So I'm like, I understood what you were saying, the hooks, but the rest I was like,
But
okay, I can get with this.
and it took me a long time to get into rap Creole, trap Creole. I was like, they kind of pretending. I ain't feeling it. But
You did, Marc.
it's not. It's like now. It's like in the last 2-3 years, I see the evolution. And then when she came out with this one, I was like, yo, this chick is snapping for real. She's snapping like somebody in the hood around the corner from me right now. It's not like a Haitian thing anymore. Like, and I played it for my homeboys that I used to rap it when I was in high school. And I'm like, yo, listen to this. And he's like, yo, kid, this girl, I was like, you see that? You know what I'm saying? I was saying, I ain't going to curse on this thing.
Respect.
But
Thank
for
you.
real. But so when I'm getting into the album, you talked about energy in the name, and, that's what you're trying to come out with. Like, talk to us about what this whole album means to you in like a synopsis way. Like, what is it? What is Enèji? Why you come out with that name, and what does it mean to you?
Okay, so first off, like, I'm a really spiritual person,
Yeah.
you know, and I can't say that I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to church every day, but I have a really great relationship with God.
Okay.
And I think that moving to Haiti and seeing so much like the despair and the pain and like coming from a place where I'm like, hip hop is about money and sex and drugs, and I'm going to a country where they don't have money. Yeah, they have sex, but it's not for the reasons why they have it here. And the drugs it's not like that in Haiti. They don't even have money to eat. So what's drugs? So being able to come from that perspective and go to Haiti, I realized that, man, how am I going to take spirituality and what I believe and make it cool enough that the kids are going to listen and that the kids are not going to resent it? Like, I want the grandmas, the mom, and the kid to be able to jam to my album in the car. How am I going to do that? And I think that's where Enèji came from. It was just me trying to literally 19 songs, and each song hits a topic that is taboo, completely taboo for a woman to speak about, and still finds a way to tie in God. You understand? Or like the reality of it in each and every record on the song. So that was my goal with Enèji.
Yeah, I see like in the album, you kind of like start breaking barriers of like a woman's role and a typical Haitian woman's role. Like, this is what we all know what a typical Haitian woman is expected to be. But it's kind of like you trying to take jabs at it a lot in terms of, you know, fidelity, whether it's the role in the home, whether how she is with her man or whatever it is. Like you taking jabs at it. Do you feel like that's liberate, like a way to liberate the Haitian woman? Do you feel like the traditional roles are kind of binding? Like, how do you feel in that, in the way you attack the album on those subjects in particular, and how it's going to affect moving forward?
And I feel like a Haitian woman is like the pillar of the home in Haiti.
Damn right.
Especially potomitan.
Yeah,
I learned that word recently, so I use that a lot.
You gotta put it out there.
Nous c'est potomitan société. So when you have, me coming from a family, like, I'm raised by a single mother, you know, and I've seen my mom's hustle, her fall and get
don't
back
you have
up.
more sisters? Do you have brothers?
Yeah, I'm the eldest of 7.
Girl, but I normally only see you post your sisters. Do you have brothers too?
It's me in line, then I have Vanessa, my sister, my brother Christopher, and then Yana, the baby, and then my dad has 2 others, and his wife is pregnant with another on the way. So, but I grew up around just me and my 3 other siblings, so the 3 that come after me, and just being able to grow up and see what my mother had to do and how many times I had to be the oldest sibling and just step up to the plate and help her out. It's just that old way of thinking that a woman is just a housewife is dead. Like, we're in 2018 now. We're human, you know? Women are man, you're human. And it's, for me, it's like I'm saying, taboo. All these taboo things that we're you know how it is in Haiti. You're not supposed to be, a woman shouldn't be speaking like that.
Because that's what I was going to ask you. Like, of course, I'm sure, like, your Haitian-American audience, because I've posted stuff about you before and the girls go crazy. So it's like, in Haiti, how are the women there perceiving it? Because I don't really, I mean, in Haiti, of course, you see women are in different roles. Like, there's a lot of women in government and things like that. But I don't think I ever hear a lot of them on some, like, women empowerment like that, except for the ladies that did the march, like, last year. But it's not, like, normal conversation. Like, so how do the women and like in Haiti, that I'm sure they feel like, are they vocal about it, you think? Or are they just like, Niska, you causing problems in my house? Because I was in Haiti recently and one of my family members didn't have a cell phone. And I was like, you need to get a cell phone because how am I going to WhatsApp you? And she told me the pastor said women are not supposed to have cell phones or WhatsApp because like they're going to use it for the wrong things. So I asked her, I said, do your pastor have, no, she told me her pastor said WhatsApp and cell phones were bad. I'm sorry, bad for women, but bad in general. So I said, does your pastor have a cell phone? She was like, yeah. Is he on WhatsApp? She's like, I think so. So how do you even allow that to become like something that you believe in?
Because in Haiti, you know, it's a country based on hope. Pastor is as close as God. You understand? It's like these people don't just connect to God like us millennials and others can. It's like they need to go to a church or go to a voodoo ceremony or go somewhere to connect, you know? And when that pastor is telling you, listen, if you don't do this, you're not going to heaven.
Yeah.
Trust me, when the only thing you have left to hope on is going to heaven after this hell of a life, like they'll listen. So back to your question about me, I think the women embrace it because they all feel it and they're afraid to voice it. And with me saying certain things like that, it's like it's become okay. Like the second verse of Ate, where I'm like, what woman says that?
Right.
Like, what? You think I'm gonna wait for you? You think I'm gonna wait for you to leave your wife?
Right.
Like,
because a lot of them is waiting.
Gives them strength, you know, to say
Don't do us like that.
A lot of women is waiting. They're waiting in vain.
It's
for
true.
love.
A lot are waiting.
For
and
real.
a phrase like that from an artist you love may just be that phrase that makes you say, "How about me? Like, what's my value? I need to be happy." You know, which is what's important.
Yo.
And even speaking on the women empowerment thing, you know, I gotta ask this. We were just talking about, you know, Cardi B and hip hop, you know, earlier. Women in hip hop. I don't want to say women in, well, I guess like rap Creole women artists. I guess. How are you guys with each other? Like, is it the same kind of tension? Like, do the audience, you know, peg y'all against each other like they do here, like the Nicki and Cardi thing? I know you've done songs with Rochelle.
I mean, I embrace so many women in my album. You understand? And I made it a point to invite all of them on my album. You'll see the ones that responded ended up on my album. The other ones that didn't respond didn't. And I'm not going to throw shade on anybody. It's just, you know, sometimes you have the factor of scared to lose your shine. You know what I mean? And for me, there's always space for everybody to shine. So if an artist feels like you can't collaborate, maybe we're just not on the same wavelength now. You understand? But I made sure with this album that I invited everybody, you know?
Yeah.
All the hip-hop artists, girls that I respect.
Yeah, because I don't hear of any, like, beef or anything between the female artists.
There's no
I
beef.
feel like all you guys just do your thing. Everybody just working
There's
and
no
they're
beef.
trying to do what they got to do. Yeah, but
Beef is not a bad thing. I'm not saying like if it's a rap beef for real and they going at each other lyrically, I think it could be.
women
It could
are-
be
how
interesting.
often is rap beef in the rap Creole world anyway?
Word.
Most recently we had a
That
rap
was kinda
beef,
wild.
but I feel like that was new,
Right.
But you know, went back on this, so don't y'all check me if
I
I'm
don't know.
wrong.
No,
Oh,
you
no,
used to have, went back in the flag days, you used to have BC versus Wakfam. You used to have these beefs happening, but between women, honestly,
Yeah.
I think women are too smart to beef.
Yo.
Yeah.
I think we have our egos in check, so we're just like, man, I don't fuck with her. I'm just gonna leave her there.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't need that energy, like they would say.
Yeah, I
right?
feel like ours.
keep throwing that
I
word
think
out there.
ours
That's
goes
fine.
worse.
But men are more like, let me write a verse against him, man. And
But
then
here's the
let's go.
thing, though. When men beef, they can beef, and then next, you know, they squash it in a month, and then go have drinks. Women beef, I feel like even when you're ready to get back together or connect, I don't think
it's
the
too much-
audience,
it's
the
too much
world's not
tension.
gonna let
It's
you.
too real.
Yeah,
It's too real. I love to see a hip hop female beef that's just all on wax.
I ain't
just
calling that.
skills and lyrics.
I ain't calling that.
I like to say that's just me.
No,
That's how
I think we
get
need
down.
to get. I think we need to start hearing more of our artists being played as much as the men.
Word.
I think we need to focus on that
Nah, for
before
sure.
we go
I
in
agree.
that
For
world.
sure. For
Yeah.
For
I
sure.
agree. But beef for women is not something that interests me at all.
Cool, bet. But you were talking about spirituality, and you were talking about the connection to God with the women and how that's so critical. On this album cover, there's a lot of stuff going on in this album cover that I picked up because I took the time, you know, years ago to start getting into some of the imagery around our culture and spirituality. So right now, what I'm seeing, what I noticed on this album cover is you got
The veves.
the veves all around your neck. I mean, what you got Aizan around your neck right here, right? You got is that Ogun on your forehead?
No, that's La Sirene on my
That's La
Marc
Sirene.
did his research.
That's
You
La
better
Sirene.
get it,
Okay.
Marc.
And that's leg bar on your
leg bar on
on
my
your
mouth,
lips. On
my
lips.
mouth.
What does that mean? Why are those there? Like
Okay,
that?
so
Because I know
I'm gonna make
Aizan-
it clear from the beginning that I'm not a practitioner of voodoo at all.
Alright.
But I do embrace my culture. And
Yeah.
being a Haitian means that voodoo is in everything we do. That means it's in the energy of the air in Haiti. It's in the food. It's in the art. It's in everything, you know? And I think that coming from a culture in a country like Haiti where people are so based on religion,
Yo.
and it's two extremes. You have the Christians and you have the voodoos, and they both interlock because after
Yeah.
church they go do their voodoo ceremony, and the ones
Right.
after voodoo go to church.
Right.
So
Wait,
if-
what?
Yeah.
it's
So, like,
one
right
and the same
before-
in Haiti.
Say what?
Your
right
saints.
before the whatchamacallit, the going to Soto or whatever, they go to church first.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Don't forget when the
wild.
slaves.
Wait, what? The
Yeah,
Haitian,
yeah.
Wait, the Christians do what?
Yeah,
me-
j'entends that shit.
Let
Just
me
like
try and
that.
explain it to you in a way so that the fans don't
Yeah,
go
because
crazy
I'm like,
on
my
there.
mom
They gonna
might
go
hear this
crazy
too, and my
anyway.
mom might be like, "Saniska Jila."
C'est pas tout. It's not all of them. You know what I mean? It's a lot of them. So it's like, don't forget when. Let's go back to the slave and colonial days where they they all came with that Christian religion, right? The colonels and everybody, they came in with the different saints and everything the saints represent. And then you have the Africans and the Tainos that believed in the tribal, which is not one God, it's multiple gods that connect to that one God, right?
Right.
So when that happened, they weren't allowed to practice their religion. So what happens is they took the saints from the church and made them represent each one of the veves, each one of the lois.
Right.
So for example, you have like Saint Catherine, or like I say it in Veve Local, I break that down, the different saints.
Yeah,
and
that was crazy.
Saint Paul, Saint Peter, and
that
they
was
all
crazy.
represent a voodoo deity or a tribal deity. So now I'm gonna go to your album cover.
Yeah.
So the album cover, I put three veves on there, and we completely changed the veves so they're not exactly the veves. So it's not like channeling anything.
Right.
By the way, it was designed by Laura.
So you're saying like if it was the real one, it would be channeling something. So every time you use it, you're actually channeling.
I mean, if we use the actual, you draw a veve on the floor when you're calling the spirit.
Right.
You understand? And it has an amount of stars on there. It has an amount of lines. It's exactly drawn the way that spirit wants it. You understand? So whenever I use the artistic visual of it.
Right, but she ain't go so deep as to actually put it on there.
Yeah.
Kind of out of respect too, right?
Yeah, and you'll see that none of them have stars. None of the veves on my face. And in voodoo, the power of the loi you're drawing on the floor has to do with the stars you put on it. So none of these have stars on it.
So you made this decision for that, not worried about losing Christian followers or how Christians.
She wanted to break.
She wanted to do that. How did you make that decision? Because that's a risk, right?
I mean, my biggest hit on the album was called Veve Local. And in this song, I don't speak about being a practitioner. I speak about being a nature girl. So, like, I speak like being channeling Mother Nature, you know, and breaking down what Haitian culture is. Yeah. So through that, an album called Enèji, and I know I'm making this album for Haitian people. How am I going to communicate to Haitian people what spirituality is to me?
Right.
I got to do it like it looks like to them.
Right.
So I picked, I've studied voodoo inside and out before I even entered this world. I don't believe that I need to go through any deities to reach my God.
So did you practice something else prior to, but you made the decision, if I'm going to do this, I need to be into voodoo? Or
no, I just me and God, man, light. Like pure, like I just connect to light. And it's, don't get me wrong, when I made this decision to start researching this and getting into this, to communicate with a people that only believes in this, my mom and a lot of people were like, Niska, like, no, what are you doing?
That's what I'm saying.
And don't do that.
And that's part of the energy you was talking about before. You saying, look, I'm gonna do some things that's gonna stir up some feathers. I'm gonna sit up here and have this album and have these taboo subjects hit. This is stuff that people don't talk about in Haiti. People are very scared. Talk about a veve, talking about Aizo, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But
I can easily say before this album, people never mentioned veves or voodoo in music.
Because it's a touchy subject. They be getting at us online when we post things on the Haitian-American.
Let me tell you something. Like, I remember when we first started doing the Haitian-American, and Marc, Marc is one of the people that posts on the Haitian-American as well. And it was a celebration of something. And Marc was like, Wanda, we need to post this today. And I was like, oh, let me read it. And I read it, and I was like, oh, no, we can't post this, Marc. And he was like, what do you mean we can't post this? He was like, if we're going to talk about the Haitian culture, like, it can't just be about what we believe in, and we got to talk about that, too, because it's part of the culture. And I'm not going to lie, it took me about a year.
We had some conversations. It
took me some time, and I was like, I got to the point where I was like, okay, well, posting it doesn't mean like that's what I practice or whatever. You're going to talk about the culture. You got to talk about the culture. It can't just be about your personal feelings on a certain topic. So that's kind of like the phase I'm in now. So even when I see it and I see you guys talking about it, and I think that's one of the other questions like Marc had about the fact that it's so vocal now in music. That, Trouble Boy did a song talking about going, I might like I
But that's different. Like, I want us to draw that line. Trouble Boy did a song about saying, I'm going home to my hometown to do voodoo on you.
To deal with your ass.
Right, which is how we think about it. Right?
That's not how you feel about it.
Ever. I never go do voodoo for you. I'm teaching you about your culture.
Exactly.
Okay.
You understand? Like, I made sure that line was bold.
Word.
And I want to answer your question about
the
these
positioning,
veves.
because I'm interested. Like, why is it on the neck? Why is it on
Does
the mouth?
that mean something?
Yeah, for
it
sure.
It means something to her. There's a reason why she put it there. I want to know why.
I mean, I definitely believe in the power of the Trinity. You understand? And you see, I have a triangle on the back of it. And
See, I thought that was a pyramid, but go ahead, keep going.
I mean, pyramid triangle.
I'm
It's the
feeling
same
it.
thing. It's 3 points. It's the three things. It's
She
the
going
Father,
off.
the Son, and the Spirit. But at the end, Aïssa around my neck. Aïssa is the father of commerce and the
Right.
woman of commerce.
Yes.
It's all about
Money.
money and making money. So when people go and serve Aïssa, they're serving her to make more money. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's the marketplace.
Yeah.
Exactly what
Yep.
it is. Legba, which is on my mouth, is the gatekeeper between the positive spiritual world and like once you die, you face Legba.
Yeah.
Legba allows you to know if you're going to heaven or if you're going back to earth, hell.
Yo.
You understand? So Legba is the gatekeeper.
Right.
So,
So your mouth is
over
open
my
to the
mouth is the gate. And La Sirène is, I always think I'm a mermaid. I'm a kid of the water. I'm a child of the water. And
Yo.
La Sirène
That
is the
in a lot of your
mermaid.
videos.
And she the mermaid she sings, you know, and she allures you. And what does the mermaid teach you? They say when La Sirène gets you, she's taking you to the depths of the water to teach you.
Yeah.
And then she spits you back out so you go and teach the world.
Bang.
So having these three lois, I think where they're positioned on my face, the
Yo.
designer, which is Laura,
Yo.
she's here in the room, she
Alright.
designed it. And don't get me wrong, most of my team was against having veves on my face
Yo.
and being able to put them on my face. And nobody mentions the fact that I have tribal Taino stuff on my face too.
Yeah.
But
I was asking
that's
that
first
too.
thing I saw was the Veve.
I was asking. I wanted to know about all of that because I felt like, yo, there's no way she put all that stuff in there by chance. I know there's something in there and nobody's talking about it.
We just, honestly, I wanted to create something that looked like Haiti and Taino and me at
dope.
the same time. And at the end of the day, for me, like I said, I'm not a practitioner of voodoo, but I appreciate my culture. And if this is the culture that made me, and these are my bloodlines, then I embrace it as much as I can without disrespecting my God.
All right, cool.
Okay,
Bet.
okay.
So in the story of this album being put together, right, we understand that you lost everything. You lost the whole freaking album at one
Everything.
point.
Yeah, she was telling me that in New
Everything.
York.
You
Yeah,
remember that?
I remember she told me in New York, and I was like, "You
Yo.
what now? Like, how does that even happen?"
Yeah, man.
So you had to like start from scratch. Say, look, man, we
First of
doing
all, when did you start recording the
Yeah.
album that you lost? How long did it take for you to redo it?
Damn,
and
boy.
how did you deal with that? I can't find my cell
happened?
phone and I lose
Yeah,
my
take us
mind.
through the start.
You know-
So
you
to
know-
lose a body of work?
Okay, so
God damn.
even talking about this gives me chills. So I started, like I told you, I moved to Haiti at the end of 2015. Spent the holidays in Haiti. I actually moved to Haiti and was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't even think I speak Creole well enough to do this stuff.
Yo.
And I linked up with People Beat, which is my started off as my like right-hand producer. And I told them, I was like, listen, after studying Haiti for like a good 2-3 months, by this time we're in March, I was like, if you want me to do this Creole album, we're going to have to do something different because these sounds that are out here, really, I don't like anything.
Yo.
And if I can't bring in the future to Haiti, because everybody's telling me, oh, no, Haiti's not ready for the sounds popping in the
Yo,
States.
yo.
I was like, then we got to create a new sound.
Yeah.
And this new sound we're going to create, we're going to make it completely Racine
Yo.
mixed with every style of music. That means
Aye.
not
Can
just
somebody
hip-hop.
tell me what Racine music is?
Tribal music. That means it's your congos, it's your cha-chas. It's what Haiti calls voodoo music, but every country has it. Every country that comes from Africa has it.
Yo.
It's the tribal, it's the earliest form of music from that tribe.
Exactly. Yeah. So you mixed all that up with
I
all
mixed-
the rabo, all the new sounds that's coming out.
We
that
did
everybody
Rabo
does
Die,
like.
we did compa Racine, we did hip-hop Racine, we did pop Racine. We did, and on the album, I think we do every single genre mixed with Racine.
Yo.
So that was how the project started. First song, like I told you, recorded was Dabang, which came out that fall.
All right.
I kept working that whole year. Fall went by, dropped Pakonaye in October, November.
Which was dope. That was a hit. That was a banger.
Mega hit. Then that continued. Then the following year, which was early 2017, I dropped Veve Local. It was another banger. Really established myself as a hip hop artist in Haiti.
Yo.
Kept going. May 2017, I dropped By Malanet, and then that was it. In May, I'd finished dropping By Malanet. Album was done.
I like
I'm
that
like,
one.
guys.
You was ready to drop.
Yeah.
I was like, guys, we dropping this album in August or on my birthday, because my first mixtape came out on my birthday, September 27th.
So how does that work? And well,
Wait, let me.
oh okay. Oh,
One second. I'm gonna tell you how I lost. And then in August, not even August. It was at the end of May. By Malanet came out, and then I was gonna come to Miami to come mix the whole album at Circle House. I got
Yo.
sponsored the mix and the master. I was
That's
so
not
happy.
cheap. That's not cheap
It
shit.
was sponsored.
Excuse my language.
And then the day I'm traveling, I connect the hard drive to make sure it's on there, and the hard drive doesn't turn on. And I'm like, what?
Did you cry?
Not yet.
Right, like she just realized
My
something might be
engineer
wrong.
looks at me and goes, thank God this happened before you left, because you would have said it's me.
Yo.
And I was like, so I traveled with it, brought it to like 3 different places to recover. Everybody told me I couldn't recover.
So it was the hard drive.
Yeah, the hard drive fried, and we lost our backup the month before.
How Niska, how does that happen? How do you not have 4 or 5 backups?
No, but now I got 10. Now I had to learn, right? I had to go through it.
He threw it in the cloud too, I bet.
And it's in the cloud now. But that happened, and that was actually, I may be off on the dates, but the week that you came to Haiti for the Jack Brewer trip is the week I lost it.
But you were with us then.
Because I came back from America, and I was like, you know what? Instead of going back to work, I was like, let me go take a break. And then I went to Cité Soleil and joined you guys, and then went on the trip.
Because I was like, yeah, you look like you were functioning. I probably would have been on my stomach.
I'm not like that. I don't let myself get... If something happens, it's because the universe made it happen. You understand? There was something that was meant to happen better. And I'm not going to lie to you, my album now is 10 times
That's
better.
what I was going to ask. Did
So you
you
went back to it?
re-record?
Re-recorded
the same
everything.
ones, or you changed it up because like maybe those weren't meant to be?
I re-recorded 3 tracks, and everything else is new.
Dang.
And everything, now we have, before I only did digital production, now we actually had live bands come in and record. So the sound even is more analog and bigger, and it's more professional. And I learned so much. Even the way I sounded in Creole, I would listen to the old version and the new one, and my Creole was tighter, my flows were better. And so it happened for a reason, and I'm glad. So we re-recorded that album from June to December. So 6 months.
6 months.
We redid the whole album.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang,
So how does
boy.
that work like in Haiti? Are you signed to a label? You're indie? Like how does that work? Like do you make your own decisions for your music? Is someone else? Like you know how it is here? Like
Do you
Sony,
write
Atlantic have to
everything?
make decisions and they
I-
pick your
Did you
singles.
write your
How
own
does
lyrics
that-
on this album?
Yeah, you
I got a lot of help.
Oh, man.
So you gonna tell these guys
Oh
ghostwriters?
man, I ain't no
Come on,
ghostwriters on
man.
this thing.
Come on, man. Don't
I
make me
know
say
it was
the
official.
secrets.
I know it was official. I just wanted her to say it so they understand what's going on.
Because I was gonna ask about that too. You know, like even here, I'm like, wait, are some of the rap Creole artists, do they write for the girls or no? You write all your
does
stuff.
that happen? Do
You
people
know
write
what
for
happened?
people?
Yeah, they do a lot. But I can tell you,
I heard that recently that the rap Creole artists do write for some people.
Oh,
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But what I can say is that I surrounded myself by the dopest, and like I'm gonna even say their names. I was surrounded by Isola, Trouble Boy, Baki, Wendy, even, and all these guys that were surrounding me were just advising me nonstop. So I think the success of my career and everything that I do, even my lyrics. I mean, I'm the kind of person that finished making a song and I'll re-record that verse 10 times until like that verse is inside of me. You understand?
Got you.
And there's a lot of verses that I wrote, and people would come to the studio and be like, "That's just whack."
Dang.
That line right there, change it to this. So I can't take complete credit for all my music because a lot of the times people come in and shift so much, but for the better, that they're giving me words I didn't even know existed in Creole.
Respect to them
it
dudes,
helps
man.
me a lot. So big up to the names that I just said, and even my producers between Nice Beat and People Beat, like they always made sure my melodies were on point and that. And I'm not the kind that's gonna say, yo, I like it, I'm not changing it. It's hey, what do you think? What do you think? Majority vote rules.
Word.
So
Always.
do you guys have a? I'm gonna ask about the
And yes,
the
I'm indie, by the way.
community. Okay, you're indie.
Completely indie. It's now that my team is like really, really tight, and we started like the whole 432 movement. But
That's what I was gonna ask you about team, right? Because a lot of what I hear, especially in Haitian music in Haiti, normally it's just the artist doing everything, or there's a label in Haiti that's doing everything. Because one of the things I don't normally hear about all the time is PR, like, you know, or like like people kind of doing their own. You could hit an artist up and say, "I need you next week. How much?" You don't have to go through anybody sometimes. So with you guys, like, do you have the full package? You building the package, or?
now I think I would say my album came out in December. I'd say by like November, maybe a month before my album came out, I really felt like, okay, I have a dope team, you know? We don't have a manager because we haven't found anybody that's better than us yet to be able to like handle what we do. And I am like praying to God that I find an excellent manager soon because I need it. But I'd have to say my team, pretty much, and I don't want to go through and say everybody's names, but the creative team and the sonic team and the people that are just helping me direct and produce videos. Our design team is just
your design team
so
is
next
sick.
level, you know?
It's sick.
That our visual team is so dope we're so strong there that we're continuing to develop the other sides, you know, which come with a team. So I can't say 432 is the label right now.
Yeah.
It's actually 432 is paying homage to one of my best friends that I lost before I moved to Haiti, which is a big reason why I moved to Haiti. Big up Respect Fresh, if you knew him, Keenan Joseph. And he always believed in 432 is the frequency of harmony in the universe. And it's the Om frequency. And I believe that as creatives, it's very difficult to find a team that has no ego and that can just create together. And like, I start a design and you finish it for me. And we're just cool with that, you know?
Absolutely.
So that's what my team is really based on. And I love them so much that none of them really knew Fresh. And for them to really come on board and give their whole hearts for no money and to just believe in the vision and where we're going, I think that's the success of my career so far. So big up my team.
That's what's up. No, your team, as far as I was gonna as far as branding and everything else, you guys are definitely
you stick out, man.
doing your thing.
It's a different thing.
So we mentioned last scene rap Creole. Let's talk about the HMI a little bit.
So Niska, yo, I'm just gonna come out and say it, man. In Port-au-Prince,
we gotta talk about compa if we have artists here.
With the kids, I mean, is compa dead? Is it dying? I mean, I don't see.
Well, do you listen to compa?
I used to a lot.
Well, Millie,
Okay.
you gotta start the questions there, Marc.
Okay.
I used to a lot.
So you don't as much.
You know, my problem with compa, and it's gotten me in trouble before for voicing it, so I'm gonna voice it a different way. It's just that I feel like the legends of compa, I mean, Michel Martelly is like one of the initial pioneers of my career. You understand? Like, he gave me that, you see that taboo ballsy style I have? That's all Michel. And like, looking to an idol like this and seeing what he's done to becoming the president of Haiti and everything he's done, and everybody that was there around his time and before him, you know, from like La Difficile de Pétionville times to him, I feel like it's a repetitive kind of sound right now. Yeah. Everybody kind of looks alike. Everybody kind of sounds alike. I'm just waiting for those compa artists that I love. Like, I don't want to say the new names, but I just want them to just branch off and give me a new compa. Because I don't want to hear the same guitar riffs and the same breakdowns. I love compa. I just want something new and refreshing to compa.
But what about the people that says that's the genre? Why? You know what I'm saying? Because I get that a lot.
Then
I sometimes say that, and they're like, "Well, if they change it, then that's not it. It's not compa. That's not the genre. You got to keep the traditional sound of that, genre."
It's like what everybody would have said about hip hop before Drake came.
Yo.
That's true.
Drake completely changed the game of hip hop, and then after him,
now we mumble
so
rapping.
many people changed the game. Migos changed. Everybody's changing it. So I don't think it's a look at. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I just heard a kid the other day redo some Impossible song. That kid changed completely hip hop.
That's
you know
a
who I'm
dope
talking
mix.
about?
I don't know his name.
Marc, you gotta send that to me.
The little dude went off.
He went
son.
off, but he gave you like an R&B compa. I was like, whoa.
It was real
I
good.
have never heard.
He was singing hard.
He redid Impossible song, and it's amazing what he did. So honestly, I just think that right now, compa is the genre that I love. I'm just a little bit bored of it, and I think a lot of compa fans can relate to that, and we're just waiting on some innovation from compa.
What I see out of Port-au-Prince right now, and I say Port-au-Prince particularly because when I go to Haiti, I go into Port-au-Prince and I go to the countryside. I see Port-au-Prince has got all kinds of sounds, like all kind of different stuff going on, and everybody's,
What's the new one that you were telling me about?
Labodai.
There you go, that one.
Right, Labodai is hot.
I had to keep on asking, like, what is that?
But then you got rap Creole.
That's that.
Is that like trap music?
No. It's like, man, I feel like it's Haitian dance hall for me.
You
feel me?
Okay.
It's like when you go down into the street, you go down into the hood.
I know that one.
It just makes you dance.
It's innovative, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the rap Creole, you got the trap Creole, which is different too. And you kind of touch up on those on the album too. But it's just like all these different things going on. Afro beats being touched. It's like all these different sounds make for a different eclectic kind of thing going on in Port-au-Prince. But when you go out in the country, it's still, it's still very compa based. Like compa is very important.
Yeah, compa is huge.
I think compa is always going to be huge. Word. Like for me, like one of the things I've always said about compa, especially for someone that wasn't raised in it, and you're like, okay, let me look into this new style of music that it's my culture. I need to get in it. Then you're like, I'm kind of stuck in between. Like there's some that I really, really love because the message or the music. Then there's some that's like, You know, and then you want sometimes music. You want your music to be able to transition into other places. Like whether or not I know what you're saying, I want to be able to enjoy it. Like you know how they get African music, and I don't know what these people are saying, but our music, I feel like the compa, for some reason that's not happening. It's not as internet. You think so?
I believe
with the way that it's going.
I mean, after seeing that young kid I just told you, I believe that.
But that's a new person that redid something. It wasn't the traditional compa artist that did. So that's what we're talking about.
Do you think like
because if I can take a remix,
the Jackals, the T-Vices, the Creolas, do you think they're gonna change that sound themselves?
I mean, I don't know, but I hope. I really hope, honestly.
Like I would love to hear a compa rap Creole mix. Like you know what I always talk about? You know how you go to concerts and it's like an R&B artist and then boom, here comes like this other artist that you didn't, you know, like we don't see a lot of that in Haiti.
Tijo, I have to give him a lot of respect. Like he really doesn't give himself the boundary of compa. Like when I see him live, he's singing everything and he covers records. And Tijo's a legend. Like Tijo doesn't need to be covering records, but he's expanding his horizons. You know, featuring with Baki. Like Baki's a rapper.
I would love to see more of that.
That's beautiful to me.
Yeah, but you did a song with Alan Cave.
I did one with Alan too.
Yeah.
I love Alan.
That's like my favorite track on the album. Check out that.
Shout out to Alan.
You don't hear nothing else. Man, that Coco, boy, that take you back because it's like the C'est pas pour that. No, not C'est pas pour that. No. From Zen old school days, and then put some new. I don't know what kind of beats you put on that thing, man, but you was snapping on it. It was sexy.
We had a feel to
come
it.
on, man.
We put it.
It was something else.
Thing. It's just. You know, I think a lot of the compa artists are just stuck to a formula, and breaking a formula is the hardest thing to do and to stick to the formula. So I think with time, it's just a matter of time before somebody or a band or somebody discovers that.
Word. So like on this album, right? I saw that you did like you start touching up on different sounds, but you kind of kept bringing it home. It kind of all sounded like one body of work. What I do see other artists doing, like Tony Mix, Jay Perry, and Rudy to be as examples, is they just go out there and do an Afrobeat song, and then they'll go back and do a compa song, and they do a Guyad song, and I feel like they're doing that specifically to bring up their base, their fan base.
New crowd.
This crowd gonna love me for this reason. That crowd gonna love me for that reason. Do you see yourself doing the same kind of thing, like trying to go out and really like preach the Niska gospel to every one of these crowds, these churches, right? Or do you want to focus on your sound, what you're trying to bring with this album, and make them love that, make that be the genre?
I feel that the sound that I've created, we've created, my producers and I, it's such a unique sound, and it's such a sound that flows with my spirit that my music coming from Niska will always have that racine mixed with something. But my featured songs, that means if you're an artist and you invite me to your world, I'll get on that world to get new fans. But I'm not going to get out of my lane to go and build a fan base. You know what I mean? Like, I don't...
You're not going to do the gimmick stuff.
I'm not going to go fake something that's not me. You know, but I will jump on your record and bless that for you. So if you're a compa artist and you invite me to your song, I'll jump on it. But you're not going to find me in the studio making a compa beat. You know, so I like to respect my lane. It's something that I've learned, and I've seen a lot of artists self-suicide themselves by jumping everywhere. So I don't want that to happen to me at all, or my career. And I hope a lot of artists watching this podcast get to really take that, because that's very important. Like when you find your sound, stick to your lane, play your position. You know, you can't be an offensive football player playing defense. It doesn't work. So I mean, that's my lane. My lane is tribal music mixed with whatever we need to make dope music.
And speaking of your career, so if you had to compare the trajectory of your career to an American artist, like who do you think that would be? I guess at this phase right now.
Missy.
Missy?
Yeah.
I can see that.
I want Missy mixed with like okay, I love Lauryn Hill, but I can't hit her notes yet. So that's why, but Lauren's subject matter, you see how deep she would go? I feel like I can go that deep. I think Missy's fun and visual advance, like how advanced, like Missy's visuals are still popping. You know, like, and that's from like a couple decades ago.
Come on,
so
man.
like, I saw Missy the other day and had goosebumps. Like I was like a little kid. Like,
you was at that show. I remember that show.
And she's fun. I want to bring that kind of fun and visually advanced visuals. And I think that as far as that taboo-ness goes and doing weird stuff, I think
Yo.
that's where I'd bring MIA in.
Missy.
So a mix between
Missy.
I heard about
MIA,
MIA.
Lauren,
Wow. Is
and
MIA still making music?
that's the thing. That's what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to make music and fall off and have a family and do what MIA does and come out and make a hit.
Yeah.
Why not?
Like, you're not trying to be like, who's been here forever? Beyonce?
I think, why would I compare myself to Beyonce? If
No,
I'm
we're talking
riding
about
the lane?
long term. Like, because
would you
you
want-
said
did you
you
wanna
want
have a
to
career
you want to
that-
go, you want to
you
fall
wanna
back.
be able to fall back.
Like, you don't want to be
Oh,
like.
no, when I meant fall back, I meant more like what Jay-Z does. Even Beyonce does.
Ah,
it. You
okay,
understand?
okay.
She
You're not
dropped
talking about like
Lemonade and disappeared.
retire.
You want to be able to
You
disappear.
understand? She disappeared, had a kid, did her thing, and she's gonna come back on the run tour and kill it.
Oh
Yo.
no, I thought you were talking about like retiring.
now
No,
you-
no, 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 no,
Okay.
not like retiring. More like being able to,
A sabbatical.
not being that artist that needs to be in your face 24/7 to stay
Word.
relevant.
Ah, okay,
gotcha.
okay.
You know,
But
I
you
think that's what I would like to build in the future is being, she's that Haitian queen and she's doing what she's doing for Haiti. And
Yeah.
when she needs to go back home, I'm going to have to go back to Haiti and give
Yeah.
back and
Yo.
build. You know, Haiti made me, so I'm
And
going to have to.
You
Speaking
said-
about
you said-
being relevance, right? Hey, Haitian, your whole album is in Creole. I mean, you kind of throw in, but it's all Creole. Like, I know right now, people, if you've never heard, they probably don't even realize you speak Creole. It's
Completely.
complete Creole.
Yeah, it's a 19
right?
record album, all Creole.
All Creole. So how do you think you're doing in the Haitian-American market? Or does it matter? Or is it like, I'm doing music in Creole, I'm going to do something to get y'all to jump on, or I want y'all to jump on realizing it's going to always be in Creole? Like, how?
I think right now the team and I are at a point where we're deciding, all right, man, this Haitian album's doing so well. I'm getting booked everywhere that there's Haitian communities.
Yo.
Where they speak Creole, those Haitian communities.
Want to see her in Miami? Get your game up. Miami promoters, get your game. I want to see a show, a real one.
Yeah, I agree
Getting
with
this
you.
going some flyers.
That's actually the one city that I haven't been booked
What?
in Miami. It's
You make that happen,
shocking
man.
for me.
Don't make me
But,
call y'all name out. I know y'all.
But I'd say that my next goal now is to get you see the diaspora, the Haitian diaspora, and the whole Caribbean diaspora that
Yeah.
don't necessarily go to the Caribbean all the time, but like to get them to not understand the music, but start vibing with the brand. And then from there, just make some dope features with some great artists, and then eventually release another project in English.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have dates or like the exact vibe that we're going for, but right now we're in the creating process and to really understand
Yeah, because you
how we're
kind
gonna
of
expand.
you kind of mentioned that in another interview that I heard. You know, I did my little research. You know, but like you kind of mentioned this crossover album. Like, would this album be a English album? Would you
Yeah,
be
like,
doing
we gonna
stuff
get
in
a
Spanish? Is it gonna
I
be?
don't.
Is
I
it gonna be
honestly
some
don't
different
know
thing?
yet.
A
I don't-
two
How you
disc
feel about
album,
it?
one out, you gonna do it. What's Tyrese did? A hip hop and R&B?
Oh yeah,
You
the
wanna-
Nelly thing.
Be like half Creole, half English.
half English, half Creole.
I'm getting a lot of requests for a lot of these songs to be translated in English, and
Could you do
we're
that?
like, yeah, I can do it, but
I don't think it's about the could. Doesn't make sense for your brand.
exactly. I don't know if that's the decision. We're honestly still in a creative process. So it's more like figuring out. Right now, my mission is to perform a lot, to master my craft more, and to get back to writing in English so I can create just singles. You know, we're in a single age now. I can't even think about another album. It's just I'm from a country where CD players and cassette players are still relevant. So
Wow.
that's why I had to create an album. But here in America, we're like 50 years more advanced than Haiti. So
Yeah.
it's like what are the singles going to be? Is it going to be an EP? Who's
Word.
the collaboration? So just getting it I'm sorry. But just getting it popping out here and being around the right people, you know, getting to the right places and letting the right people hear what we've done and what we're going to do.
Word,
So
word.
as far as like artists, like in general, is there a particular artist, I'm not in the American market, that you look to now? You're like, yo, this artist is doing it. Like I'm watching my brand. I'm watching this.
Who's in
artist,
your
like,
Who's in
like,
your Spotify?
right.
Who's in your iTunes?
Which
Who-
artists
who
you like?
who
Aside,
feeling
well,
right
you
now?
name the people that already helped you. So that's
Like
one thing. So
guide
we
me,
know who like your squad is or whatever.
She's like,
But
who's
if
hot
there's
right
an
now?
artist that you're like, yo, this artist right here in the Haitian market, you killing it.
In the Haitian market?
Yeah.
Haitian and US. I want to hear who's who you
Well,
pumping right now.
both. Well, both.
I'm not going to go to the Haitian market. I'm gonna
Oh,
leave
come
No,
on.
we gotta
now.
get that.
We gotta
We
know.
gotta
We
get
want to know
that.
who's in the Haitian market
like, you know, all artists
that
have
Niska
that other
listen
artist
to
where you're like,
right now. Who would you say, look, I'm feeling this? And not just like in general, this is my favorite artist, but right now.
But see, I'm not
today.
even talking about that. That's not
No?
my question. My
that's-
question is more on an artist that's like killing it.
Okay.
Like they're doing it in the sense of you're like, yo, this person right here, like, okay, you music, branding, PR, that are like they just
Niska.
And they're okay.
I don't want to. That sounds really cocky. That's what my spirit wants to answer.
Nah. That's not cocky. That's a rapper. That's what rappers do.
I'm not. I don't listen to Creole music that are new anymore. Honestly, like I respect a lot of artists. Like I told you, I named some artists I respect and what they're doing. They have dope singles, but. If I'm saying like, damn, this person is inspiring me to do Creole music, man, I'm listening to the old legends. Like I'm listening to music from my grandma's time, and what was it that made it a hit back then that I could bring to the table now? You know?
That if you see the picture of it, he mentioned the other day,
like,
boy, I listened to that today.
The Vikings from back in the days,
so
like I can name Haitian bands that Wobel Martino before, like T-Vice's dad. Like I listened to their sounds to really understand what is missing now because.
Because they were innovative.
Like a lot of Haitian artists kind of not lost themselves, but we're so busy trying to make hits and trying to make dope hooks that you kind of lose what the originality is of the music.
But what are we talking about? Are we talking about domestic? Because y'all just said we want compa to change.
Word.
But now y'all saying y'all listen to the older artists. So what do you really...
But what I feel where she's coming from, and I feel like what she's saying, you correct me if I'm wrong, but them dudes back then, they was innovating.
And they were original.
Roberto Martino's sound was a new thing. Like, it revolutionized the game. Ain't nobody in compa right now coming with a new guitar, like he came out with a new guitar in 75.
Okay, I see what
you know what I'm saying? So I think
let's think about Carnival, right?
Yeah.
Carnival is the biggest moment in Haitian music, right?
Man, when we gonna get a female carnival truck?
I wanted her to come out with a carnival this year.
I couldn't. I was so tired from finishing this album. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I was so sick. I was beat. Like I was sleeping 3-hour nights to make this album done in 6 months.
What about next year?
And Carnival was too early.
Carnival, come on, let her get to a Carnival point.
I want to say something about Carnival, right? And I'm a fan of Carnival. Like I love Carnival music. And I go back to when I'm growing up listening to King Posse, right? King Posse's Carnival, I don't think they ever once said put your hands in the air.
Yo.
Okay? And now I'm listening to Carnival and every single song says put your hands in the air. So like it's become how do you say, monotonous?
Yeah.
It's very monotone, the vibe. And they're great vibes. Like this year, I love Chalet's Carnival and Woody Woodboy's Carnival.
Chalet was good, yeah.
You know, but you have 3 main producers producing everybody's Carnival. Because everybody...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was your boy Power Surge.
You got Power Surge, you got Maestro, and then you have like that one other guy or like a one Maestro of the band that's doing it. So I feel like that band originality, dead.
Yeah, they don't do it
like
anymore.
now...
Everybody's the same.
But if you were going to change it, right? Because I've been to Carnival, and as a rookie of this world...
Word.
Everything sounds good to me because that's the
You're
whole
new.
I'm new, so it all sounds good. I just want to be out there having fun. So if you are going to change that or add to it, what does that look like? What are you guys talking about?
What she basically saying is like all these bands back in the day used to have their carnival sound. Not only their sound as a band, but their own carnival sound. You can hear this is that's a DC record from now everything you hear from a carnival sound. Maestro. Maestro is one of the dopest producers out there. For real, for me. That's one of my favorites. But it's a little monotonous at this point, you feel me?
It's not even Maestro's fault. It's like imagine back in the day, our parents used to hear the first 10 seconds of a carnival and know the band. Now you hear the first 3 minutes and you ask yourself, what's the band?
Yo.
Wait, really?
Yeah, because it sounds like you're the same mixing, and it's not Haiti's fault at the end of the day, which I learned living there. It's that it's a lack of resources.
Yo.
It's that here you're in America and you need a new beat. I have 100,000 producers I can go to. In Haiti, how many producers really have the latest sounds?
Same thing with the videos.
You know how much a deck of sounds costs?
But I thought a lot of these producers, some of them live here and they go back and forth.
Well, yeah. But it's still not enough. It's still not a lot. It's not a huge variety.
I will tell. I'm not gonna say the producer's name, but I will tell you like of a little experience I had a while back with this Haitian-American producer that's here in the U.S. He wanted I posted an artist song, and all of these producers and these different people, you have all these people in the American market here, they really watch what we post. I'm thankful and blessed to say, we really have some heavy hitters following us.
Big up in your suite.
But I see it sometimes. I get the DMs and I get the stuff, and they're like, who is this? Da-da-da. And they'll tell me to send this person or send me more from this. People don't even the Trouble Boy thing the other day. I had mad producers and just people in the music industry.
Yeah,
but I'm saying for the fact that these other people in the American market was like, Wanda, who's this kid? Send this to me, that like things like that. Like they're listening to it. So they are listening to you guys, whether or not maybe you hear from them. And one actually, took the leap. He was like, listen, I want to work with, this artist and I want to try to do this. And then from the interest to trying to make the stuff work, it was the experience he said he had was like so bad that he was like, you know what, as much as I would love to bring this person to LA and do music, he's like, it's not even worth it for me for what came with it.
Because a lot of the people in the HMI don't really know what, okay. I have to be very...
Put it out there. Don't be afraid.
It's not about being afraid. It's just I don't want to step on anybody's toes or disrespect, because it's such a sensitive thing when you've never been there. You understand? We're coming from an industry where you're working with the biggest professionals in the game. You know how it goes. You know what a writer is. You know what these things go. In Haiti, these guys are making their own rules. Like, they don't know what the protocol is. You understand? So, for example, you reach out to me. I may not have a manager, but I know exactly how to respond to you. And my team knows how to delegate and respond respectfully and get things done on time. You called me for an interview at 4 p.m. We're here at 3:48.
He definitely was.
Like,
she was early.
Haitians we was don't on work Haitian like that because they don't understand that these little things matter. So, like, I don't think it's their fault. I think it's that it's a lack of resources and a lack of knowledge. I was blessed to be able to live in America and work with great producers and live in New York and see how Khaled works, see how these big boys work, and be like, damn, I want my team to be like this. I don't think a lot of them ever had anybody to say, I want my team to be like that. And that's a big reason why the HMI is where the HMI is.
So even with the experience, like I love that you kind of explain that experience, because that's true. I'm like, honestly, I didn't even think about that. That's really true. And you're talking about from being the type of artist that's Americanized, right? But as a woman, what is your world like being in the industry as a woman? Like, we already know, we hear what the women in music here go through. So is it harder being a female Haitian artist? I don't want to say harder because I don't want to compare, but what does that look like?
I think it's hard all over the world. Honestly, I think it's just it's a barrier, but nothing's impossible. Where it can be difficult for me, I also have a lot of pros that men don't have. You understand? I could find producers that are going to help me produce a beat for free, where a man won't necessarily be able to produce another beat for another man rapper for free, just because I'm pretty and I'm nice. So as much as there's cons,
you use that as an advantage for your work.
I just gotta say thank you to God that I'm blessed to keep making music. Like, the obstacles are always gonna come. You're always gonna have that person that's endorsing you that wants to sleep with you. You're always gonna have that even a producer that wants to hook up with you because he likes you or he falls in love with your talent. You're always gonna have that, but you gotta see the other side too. Like, if you weren't a woman and pretty and talented, like, would you have all the opportunities that you got for free?
Yeah, and Haitian dudes all think they could pull anything. Every Haitian dude think they just move.
Men, period. Men, period. Because it's the same thing with the American market. Like, these women go through a lot of things, just trying to get their music out. And some of them give up because they get tired of, like going through some of these things. So as far as booking and stuff goes, because I see like a lot of bookings in Haiti. I'm starting to see you on some of them a little bit more. Do you struggle to get booked because you're a female artist? Like, because it's normally the men's show. Artists, men, like the rap shows are guys. I'm starting to see you a little bit more, but did you have to fight for that? Or Haiti is like the industry now is being more open to where they're including women?
I'm expensive. And I've been expensive since before I had
hit. Hit that? Hit them up.
But it's honest. Like, I wasn't getting booked a lot because of my price, and I wouldn't budge, because I knew what my value was. I knew that, like, listen, like, I love my music and I love what I do. And if you're going to pay this artist this much, I'm not asking you for 10 racks. I'm asking you for a basic price. Just because my competition or the next person is charging $300, $500 for a show, that doesn't mean I'm going to. You understand?
Yeah, I heard that recently had a heart attack. I was
but let
like,
me tell you,
$500?
Putting your foot down from the beginning and saying no.
Develops respect.
Now, I think they'll pay anything to have me there because I think I've proven myself. And now you're seeing me book more because now they're like, damn, if we don't pay, she's not gonna play.
Yeah.
So like now I'm gonna play, and now my team is building. Like, big up Whiskey Chick now that's gonna be DJing with me.
Yes,
Whiskey
female
chick.
DJ. Make sure you're a female DJ.
Man, she
Yeah,
just,
like,
that's a
she's
bad
right here in the
DJ.
studio.
That's just a bad DJ, man. She just be going
No,
off.
Whiskey
man.
is lit.
Respect.
She's lit.
Yeah.
She's lit. So it's gonna be dope, and I think now that
I'm
people
excited
are,
about seeing that.
me too.
Yeah.
So I think people now like are understanding, like, okay, like we don't want to we can't just play around with her. Like, maybe she has a future bigger than Haiti, you know? And I think I suffered a lot. I had to play a lot of free gigs that I didn't want to play in the right platforms to do favors so that people can see that, like, what I can, because I can't just charge that and they don't see what I can do.
Right. That's what I was.
There were some scenes like I had to make that sacrifice and be like, man, I'm gonna do this one for free.
Yeah.
Like, even if you wanted to give me $500, I said, I don't want the money.
Yeah.
I didn't take the money, and I performed for free. So the fans and the promoters could see what I do, and in the future, they'd really book me for my price, you know?
Yeah. I had somebody recently said that you're just using Haiti to really come into the American market. Like, oh, okay, she's just kind of messing with us right now.
Man, I think my fans will curse that person out, man.
I'm
Dang.
like,
I ain't gonna tell you.
yeah, I'm like, with all this Creole and everything else, I'm like, you really think, like, that's why I can't even ask you some of the questions because I wanted you to answer for people to hear it, like, because there are different rumors and statements and things I've heard when it comes to you and your music, and some of the question I asked was, like, I wanted you to answer, you know, to some of those, and from your interview, people can obviously tell, no, she's proud of this, like, this is not, I'm not just trying to
like,
Word.
take a
and
check
I think
and leave.
the cosmic karma I would get for using a country like that and dipping off would be horrible. Like, the poorest country on the Western Hemisphere, for me to just use it. Let me be very clear, though. Did I utilize my country and make sure I went to Haiti and build a fan base? Yes, I did that. Am I going to give 100% return to my country once my country gets me to where I'm going? Yes. Will I remember Haiti everywhere I go and make sure the world sees a new light on Haiti and doesn't just see Haiti as that voodoo country? Yes. Like, it's part of my mission to change the way Haiti is seen.
Yo.
So, yeah. Thank you to all my fans in Haiti that helped me become the artist I am, but I could never use Haiti and then just dip on Haiti. Like,
I love it.
my life is Haiti.
I love it. Girl, my girl's making me so proud.
For sure. So, you know what I'm saying?
Marc is itching to ask this personal question.
We got to get into the personal section, man, because the guys want to know, the fellas want to know. Everybody looking at the, listen, man, we look at the videos. We all thinking the same thing, man.
Yes, I'm dating you, Marc. I'll date you, Marc. It's okay, Marc. I got you. Whatever you want.
My wife crazy.
I'm so sorry.
We don't want to
I'm
do
sitting
that.
there like, oh,
Lord,
Soraya.
yeah,
She's joking. I'm joking. That's a joke. I'm so sorry,
word,
Marc's wife.
Word. But check me out though. So we all look at the videos. So, you know, it's a beautiful girl. You know what I'm saying? Very sexual videos, sexy. We see them. You know what I'm saying? Is there first of all, it's a lot of rumors floating around. People saying, but basically every dude you talked about, you collabed with. You know what I'm saying? There was a rumor out there about him, right?
Typical.
But that's typical. That's typical stuff. I mean, you know.
Typical when it comes to women in music. Now, unfortunately, a guy can make songs with anybody, but as soon as a woman collaborate with a certain guy, okay, she's messing with him.
You're right. Automatically, she's. But I mean, the guys just for real. From a guy's perspective, they just want to know, like, what's going on? Like, who's the guy? Like,
Who's hitting that?
Is that somebody?
Is somebody
straight
up?
up.
Trying to be PC.
Is somebody smashing, or is there somebody in your life right now?
Are you in love?
What's
Are
up?
you
Is it a love
hiding
thing?
it?
Is it I got a little boo thing in this city. We kind of chill sometimes.
Marc, she gets the question.
I'm just being clear. I'm clarifying. What's up? What's the real deal?
I mean, I honestly don't like to talk about my personal life, but I'm gonna voice the reality of it here. Is that I'm so caught in my career that I have absolutely I don't want to say no time, because I want it and I would create time if I found it, but I have no time for like the games.
Word.
So I want something serious or nothing. You know what I mean? And right now in my life, I can't say I have something serious. I say I've had quite a few little flings that I don't necessarily broadcast, but the right one hasn't come along yet, and I'm waiting for it. And honestly, I've been with people that it's very difficult to understand how a female has in a hip hop industry has to live. Like, I'm in the studio till 3, 4 in the morning,
They
surrounded
tryna be
by
like,
men.
Yo, like, yo, where you at?
know?
Who you with?
What guy is
Concert.
gonna allow his girlfriend or his wife to first of all, he's got to be really confident.
Yeah.
Second of all, he either got to be in the industry and understand how it goes, or really be open to learning how it goes.
And Haitian men,
You know?
I mean, listen, dudes will take some L's. If it's worth it, they're going to take some.
I
They be
ain't
like,
know.
look, man.
I don't
all
know
right.
too many. That's
We'll just-
good, Mark.
we'll
You know,
just-
speak up the men. I don't know too many though.
Nah,
Yeah.
man, I mean, guys want things a certain
I've
way.
had so many guys give me an ultimatum. You understand?
you see?
After a while, I'm just like, man, I don't even need this right now.
Yeah.
Like,
That-
so.
And that's when they get comfortable. You feel me? They want to hold it.
No,
lock
it's
it down.
it's more like they want attention that
Yeah.
I don't have time to give sometimes, and it hurts.
Yeah, sometimes
'Cause-
not even attention. What about them being able to stand next to you as you grow?
Yeah.
How's you know?
It's like, babe, the
The ego
camera's
thing.
going on. You can't stand next to me.
right,
Right.
like this
Like,
red carpet. I need you to stand on
I
the
might
other
lose
side. Yeah,
500,000 guy fans if they know I have a man. Like, you
Yo,
understand?
yo.
So it hurts, but at the same time, it's a sacrifice that I'm making. Hopefully, in the future, to meet my partner that we'll be together for life.
Yo. So the dudes want to know, like, all right, so there's nobody
Mark
right now.
speaking for the dudes.
Hey, man, can I speak for the dudes? Yo, they want to know, like, okay, so you're not with nobody right now. You know, I mean, what's the kind of guy, like, the kind of guy? Are you more of a Ezo or a MacD?
Why you gotta use them? Why you
No.
just describe
So
it?
people
What you
understand.
trying
So
to
people
do there?
understand. Because listen, Haitian women typically, from what my experience is, they like pretty boys. You feel me? Haitian
Who
women,
said that?
That's what I see. That's what I see.
Who said that?
Is it more of a pretty boy?
Kimukidusa.
Or a dude?
I don't like no pretty
It
boys,
ain't true?
Mark.
All right.
It
Well, if
ain't true.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. They say women like people that are like their fathers, and my father's
I don't
a gangster.
believe that
so
either.
Ooh,
like,
Lord.
I like a man that can stand his own ground.
Boy.
Good looking would
Boy.
help. it always helps. Somebody smart, somebody I can learn from, somebody that I can connect with on a spiritual level, somebody that I don't need to explain everything and gets me. I'm a complicated woman, so I'm very
hear that?
aware. And God bless my team and everybody that has to be with me all the time that
I was
puts
with
up
you
with my
one
crap.
day, Niska, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
What did you see? When that one day?
No,
how was it?
she's a whole different person when she's working.
Like,
So-
Like
real
her
serious.
mind, she's real like serious. Like she knows what she wants. Like you're trying to say, Niska, you really want this? No, I want this. Like she's really focused. She knows what she wants. She's not really compromising too much. And if she compromises, you got to make sense.
What?
24 hours I was with Niska, I was like, oh, she's not playing.
Yeah, I feel like no, being around women that you really doing things, like even you want to, like, I feel like a woman needs to be able to,
That was a tough
the woman
24
that's not,
Yeah, that was a tough 24.
the woman that's not afraid to be like, yo, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, not trying to be friendly all the damn time. Women is willing to be like, yo, that's not what's gonna fly. You know what I'm saying? That's what kind of makes things happen. That's what makes things move. I think women are afraid to do that for whatever
No,
reason.
I think that sounds really
Some
good, but then a lot of women, when they go and do it, you don't get that. And then you talking about the music industry, like that. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's gonna be a backlash.
I've
Like,
heard
this girl
some of the
thinks she is
stories.
talking to my grown ass stuff, but you know what? You gotta have humble people around you too. So maybe the average dude is not the kind of dude that's gonna be on your team. You feel me?
Well,
'Cause-
she just called the kind of dude she wants. I hope you since you were
So you
speaking
gotta
for
be
the
able to-
fellas,
you need a
they
s-
took notes.
You need a strap. You need to be enlightened. Spiritually, you need to be enlightened and understanding.
Dude. You know, it's
humble.
difficult, and I can imagine like being a woman dating a guy superstar and having to see these female fans like, "I love you, I'd have sex with you any moment." Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy to listen to,
Yeah.
and for you to look there and not get upset at him. Like, it's not his fault. You get
He
me?
is
So,
caught up
Now
in the
picture
moment.
being the
and
guy
now
having to
picture
watch
being
The
the
male
guy
groupies,
having
hold
the
up.
wife.
Male groupies though. Hold up. Let's
Yeah,
talk
do you
about that
have
for a
male
minute.
groupies?
I got guys and girl groupies.
How
Like,
they,
it's
how
crazy.
they come? What's the approach? How a male groupie? Because I know how women groupies do it typically, but male groupies. I'm
Yo,
talking
it's
about.
the same.
Come on, I gotta hear this one.
It's the
Do
same,
they throw
guys.
boxer drawers on stage? I mean, how is it done? How is it done? I'm curious. I want to know.
No, the guy groupie more has to be the man. So he's like just like staring at you, like imagining, because they're very like
Well, that's
imaginative.
creepy.
And they're and then afterwards they're like, "Can I take a picture with you, man? This I love you, man. I love." And it's so overwhelming, so much love coming from them that it's just like
You can't handle it.
even me. It's like, "I need a picture with you. Can I give you a kiss? Can I give you a kiss? Can I give you a kiss?" Like, it's just so much.
God damn.
It's really cute, you know, and like
Relax.
I'm so thankful for my fans.
Relax.
And like to be able to say like I have people that really are moved by my music or by my looks or by the way I am, and just support so much. You know what I mean? So fast. Like I remember. Literally, guys, a year ago, I had 30,000 followers, not even 12 months ago. So to see it happen and the way the momentum's been going and being able to gain 1,000 followers every 2 days, that's incredible.
That's dope.
So, man, guy groupie, girl groupie, whatever it is, if you don't have those, you don't have fans.
Word.
And those are my core. So
God bless him.
Well, we love you. We love you. And we
I love
hope,
you.
I've had people, like, we posted and people like, well, who is she? We want to know more. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this also opened up, like, more people, to get to know you a little bit better. Right. Like, tell people again what's the name of the album, where they can find it.
And the album's name is Enèji, and my name is Niska, Niska, on all social platforms. Enèji is available everywhere: Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon. You just type Enèji in Google, or
dope.
You can visit my website, Niska Garout, NiskaGaroute.com. Designed by the most amazing illustrator on the team. Well, one of them before the others get jealous. Laura Lyria, she's amazing. You guys probably, if you follow me, probably see her everywhere with me. She'll probably end up being my future manager, but right now, she's like the person on the team that really got my back 1,000% and is with me all the time. So, so
you're here now. So you're here. You've been in Haiti a lot, but you're here in the States now. So any new shows coming up? Well, Miami, you already told Miami they need to start booking you.
Step the game up,
So
man.
any
Next
new
weekend,
shows coming up or anything, like any upcoming shows period in any of the cities?
Where you gonna be at?
Where
I'll
can we
be.
fly you?
Well, I could tell you Brooklyn, I'm coming on
Wow.
like Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll be at it's Brooklyn Fashion Week, so I'll be introducing Beat It in Brooklyn.
We got to drop this podcast by tomorrow, so
yeah,
make sure the
go
fans
up.
know about the show.
Yeah. And then during the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be in Orlando. I'm performing in Orlando. I'll be at all the radio. We're doing actually a mini radio tour up there too.
Okay.
Then the following weekend, I'm in Haiti performing in the provinces. From there, then we're all over the place.
Have you done anything international yet? Outside of like Haiti.
In America?
Outside of Haiti and America.
Outside of Haiti and America.
Yeah.
I can say that I'm booked in Chile in June and Brazil in July.
Okay.
So that's big for me. I've never performed outside of Haiti. I've done the DR. The DR is...
Yeah, that's kind
Hold
of
on.
close, though.
So you telling me Chile and Brazil get to see you before
Miami?
Yo, man, put the gouillard down. Put the chick down. Let's do something for real, man.
Shout out the promoters so that the fans
Promoters, man, step your game up, man. We want to see some, like, for real, we want to see some real different stuff going on in my Can't be the same thing all the time.
Give the promoters a little something that's like, who is this Niska? Give them a little something before we
spit
get
some.
up. Spit some before we get up.
We don't need the beat right now. Take it back to the lunchroom right now.
I'm gonna spit.
It can even be something off your album. We just want you to spit something really quick. I just want to hear your flow on the podcast before you
Kill him with, hold up, man, please.
I'm gonna play your favorite. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. All right? Lota ni gaga, voodoo gaga, takuma bra, ma bat kata, suke, cha cha, zaka, ta 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 ta, telema, lakai pam papa, kole baka.
Boy, that thing so boy. Hey, okay.
That's love.
So that's somewhat like what we do, and I'm ready to be performing in Miami, and I'm gonna be out here in Miami a lot, working in the studios, like I told you guys, on a lot of English records too, while we're doing the promotion for Enèji and a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna be around. Y'all gonna see me a lot.
Any last words for our audience before we sign off?
Last words for the audience. What would I say? I think we covered almost
I think you
everything.
managed to
You
give me.
might have something.
Oh, you see?
Last-
This
You
is
see?
a squad.
That's a squad. You saw how fast she pulled out that
Damn.
phone and said, "Nah, I got you, sis. I got you."
Damn. All right, guys. I got music videos coming for you.
Wow.
Okay.
We have a double music video that'll be dropping this month. I can't believe I forgot to talk about this. It's one of the records on the album. So let me actually give a little background on this. On the album, I featured two artists that nobody really knows, two people that I just discovered, a girl and a guy, very young and talented. So I decided to take those two records and make them the first two videos that I put on that I released. And Petite Thea is featuring Danula, she's the female, and Bouquet is featuring Leonidas. So we decided to, those of you that have been to Haiti know that Haiti has two different extremes. Obviously the beauty of the land and then what the humans have done to the land. So we decided to shoot two videos. The campaign is called Petite Thea Bouquet, and Petite Thea pretty much shows a reality and bouquet shows a different reality. And we painted those two pictures. Big up to the team, Wins Film, and everybody who really put our minds together to do this. It was shot between Cape Haitian and Port-au-Prince.
So that's what you've been doing down there with all this beauty. We just thought you were modeling, taking dope pictures. That girl was working.
No, we were shooting a beautiful music video, man, and I really, really, really cannot wait for you guys to see this. So I don't want to announce an official date and not meet the date, but this month you guys will see the first video, and the second one will come out a week later. So
no, I love that. And where can people find your videos when they release them?
Everything. Well, if you follow me on Instagram, I post everything. Niska is the name. And if you want to follow me on YouTube, it's just Niska Garut, Niska Music. You'll see me come up. I know there's another Niska artist.
I was just going to say, because you know that other Niska always comes up.
Man, his name is Wakanga Gamba Banja, and he changed his name to Niska, and just completely. But I'm not going to lie to you. His thank God for his success. It's really opened a lot of doors for me in Europe and Africa. So
because when you type in Niska, they both come up.
Yeah, so it's a blessing and a curse, and I'm trying to see the blessing more out of it. So soon there'll be a feature Niska and Niska. But in the meantime, the real Niska, birth certificate named Niska, me. You can find me online everywhere, guys. Just Niska Music, Niska. Anything that says Niska Official is not me. Everything else, all the other Niskas, Niska Garut, Niska Music, Niska KKAA, Niska KAAA, whatever it is, that's all me. So you'll be able to find me on YouTube.
You're on Spotify.
He's a guy, I'm a girl.
Definitely on Spotify.
So that's just it.
Well, thank you for making time for us today. We know you got studio sessions tonight. You made it in. We appreciate you coming by. You know, speaking to. No, you're always welcome. You want to do releases? You want to do whatever? You know, Lean Sweet, we got you.
Next time we come on, we'll talk more about like what I do with clothing and the gear and beat it. And
we didn't even talk about too much about that. But we'll give the people information on it really quick, even though we didn't talk about it. You do design as well, and what's the name of the brand and how can they find it?
Well, the design pretty much agency that our team is called 432 Creatives, which you can see what we do on everywhere. But the clothing line, or I would say the merchandise brand, is called Beat It. And pretty much this whole project came from giving women jobs in Haiti. And really, I grew up, just to give a little summary, I grew up around people tailors and beaters in Haiti, and which is one of the oldest forms of couture in Haiti. And my grandfather used to do it, and he used to do a lot of old style stuff, and I decided I wanted to modernize it a little bit and add a little urban vibe. So I started making caps, and now we're into jackets and shoes and really expanding. And really, if you guys want to check it out, it's called Beat It World. Beat It like BEADIT world.com, or on social media, and you'll be able to see all these handmade beautiful goods made by Haitian women in Haiti.
I'm always crying for hats, so I love them. I love you stuff.
So I love, and now I'm introducing in America. Like I said, I'll be in Brooklyn next week for the first time, showing it at a fair.
Will you have some guys' clothes when the ladies put these things out there? Guys want to wear some.
But
of that
it's
stuff?
unisex.
You can wear it too. Yeah, it's unisex.
You see that?
I honestly have more men buying than women.
You really do. Yeah, it's more men I see wearing them. Before the podcast, I was complaining about her giving it to a guy, and I didn't get one.
And it's a blessing because I have to even say, Beat It is what really started financing my career before I even had sponsors. So. It's thanks to that I was able to get on my feet and produce like my first 2-3 music videos. So really, it's the way I can contribute to my society and my country. So that's what I do. So help me make sales, and you're helping a lot of people work.
Absolutely. Shout out to the woman doing it all. Music, design, marketing. You're doing it all, sis. Congratulations.
Thank you for you guys for having me
here.
No doubt.
Thank you very much.
No doubt.
Thank you, guys. This was Linya Sweet, the Sweet Podcast, Wanda and
Marc.
Oh, bon Dieu.
Wow.